Throughout comic book history, we see our superheroes doing different things with a variety of motivations. But today, I want to present this idea to you, that one of the greatest motivations that most of our superheroes have for doing what they do is simply love. And today on Geek Devotions, we're going to talk about that. Hello, devoted geeks, and welcome to Geek Devotions, a show from devoted geeks who are devoted to letting you know you're loved. I'm Dallas. I'm so glad you've hit the play button today. If you are new to our show, we take geek pop culture items like movies, video games, comic books, and we use it to let people know that they are loved. So if you don't watch past this moment, know this: we love you, we care about you. There is a plan and a purpose for your life. Do not give up. As of the recording of this, it is officially Valentine's Day 2025. Love is in the air for some people. Other people, there's unfortunately a lot of pain and hurt taking place for a variety of reasons. But in light of the atmosphere of quote-unquote love, I want to bring out an interesting aspect. As I said in the intro, I honestly believe that the motivation for a lot of our heroes that we have out there is love. It's a love for individuals. It's a love for their city. It's a love for hope and justice. And some of you look at me, you're like, Dallas, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Maybe for a few of them, but surely not most of them. I disagree. I think at the core, there is a love for certain things from the majority of our superheroes. Even Batman, the Mr. I am vengeance, its motivation is love. Now, what do I mean by that? How is what he does, beating up criminals on a regular basis, motivated by love? When I look at what the heroes are doing in all of our favorite comic books and all of our favorite movies, is that they are giving up their lives for a purpose, generally for people or for a place. Now, when I say that they are laying down their lives, some of them, yes, they died. Of course, because comic books, they come back. But they're giving up a lot of themselves, their time, their effort, their talent. Literally, some of them, their bodies have been near destroyed in a variety of ways, protecting the city, protecting their loved ones, protecting the world from various things. And this reminds me very heavily of a very particular scripture. John chapter 15, verse 13 says this: "Greater love has no one than this, that someone laid down his life for his friends." In this passage, Jesus explained to his disciples about kind of some things that they had to look forward to. And it's not a lot of great stuff, but he's encouraged them to love one another, to care for each other, and to be willing to put aside themselves for the sake of each other. This is an act of love, great love, being able to humble yourself to care for each other. And like I said, this goes beyond even just dying, although that's a big deal. But there's so much more to it. When I look at comic books like Batman, where you see Batman doing all kinds of things for the city outside of just beating up criminals, there's a whole thing where Batman is taking care of an orphanage and taking care of different aspects of the city as Batman and as Bruce Wayne. Why? Because he loves the city. He loves the people. He wants to genuinely see them get better. He doesn't want them to suffer the way that he has suffered. When you look at Spider-Man flinging around the city, again, he's not just fighting criminals, but he takes it to the street level, taking time to spend moments with individuals, with children in the community, giving them hope, spending time with them. I want to encourage you guys to be creative in showing love to people around you. Give up your life for those around you. Again, I'm not talking about dying, but what I am talking about is giving up some time to encourage people, to give hope to people, to point out the good things inside of them and call those out to greatness. It could be as simple as calling somebody up. It could be simple as sending an email or a text message. It could be simple as just sitting in a room with them quietly and letting them process things. Again, these things can be big and they can be very small. Now, for some of you, right now, you're not really feeling great. It's Valentine's Day, and perhaps if it's reminding you of a lot of pain, a lot of hurts. For some of you, it's beyond just the fact that perhaps you're single. Perhaps maybe you were genuinely hurt by people on Valentine's Day. I know for me personally, I went a long time kind of resenting Valentine's Day because of certain things that took place in my life on Valentine's Day by people that I genuinely cared about. But even with that taking place, I want to challenge you to open your eyes and see beyond the situation you're in and start to look at the small things of how people have shown you love, how they've given you time to speak, to voice what's taking place, just to be present with you, to do the small things with you. All those small things add up, showing them that they have genuinely cared about you and invested in you. And I want to encourage you in this, across the board, whether you're feeling great or not today, think about those things. And when you isolate a few of those things, reach out to somebody. Say, hey, I just want you to know I appreciate this small thing that you've done for me, how you've encouraged me in times past, because these small things, maybe you remembered a moment, maybe you provided something for me, something small, but it impacts me in a real way. And here's the cool thing about this. When you do that, when you're willing to be meek and be able to go, man, they genuinely showed me love and care, that shows them love and care. And then you have just the cycle of grace and love that takes place when we're able to do this. I really want to challenge you guys to change the way you see the world, see the moments in your life. Because when you do that and you're actively looking for small moments of love and grace, suddenly your disposition begins to change, your mindset begins to change, and the way that you handle everyone else begins to morph into a much better place. And when we do that, I promise you, life begins to get a lot smoother. It's not easy, but it's smoother. Question of the day for you guys. What's one small thing that somebody has done for you that showed you love? Leave a comment down below and let us know, because I could inspire somebody else to go off and do the same thing to help let love on other people. Speaking of love, I want to give a big shout out to people who have shown us some love by becoming a devoted Patreon geek and all the support they give us. Thanks to them, we're able to have our podcast. We're able to go to cons, and we're able to get the equipment we need to create these devotions on a weekly basis. Guys, for over 8 years now. We're in season 9. We're almost at the end of season 9. We're about to hit our 10th season. We have been creating content with the express purpose of letting people know they're loved and they're cared for. And you devoted Patreon geeks have helped us to do that. Now, if you'd like to become a devoted Patreon geek, visit our website, geekdevotions.com, for more information right there. Just click the support page. But perhaps you can't help us financially. We totally get that. Guys, you can help support us in a big way just simply by interacting with our stuff here. Liking our stuff, liking the stuff that we have on Instagram and on TikTok and other places, engaging with our community, being part, and especially praying for us. That is a huge help for us here at Geek Devotions. Genuinely, I want to encourage you guys, take part in our community. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok. We're playing around with Blue Sky and Threads. But interact with our content, take part in our community, take part in our Facebook group, Devoted Geek Life, and our Discord. Be part of the community, because honestly, that's the whole point of it all. All right, guys, until next time, stay devoted. Peace and love.